Super. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert from Custodian File. Today is May 16th. Want to send out a lot of appreciation. I did that warp drive video not knowing what to expect, and it seemed like it generated a lot of positive energy. I do appreciate that. I gave that years of thought. Basically, this shouldn't be that hard. Amazing as a warp drive is, it shouldn't be that hard. And I went off the logic that if these things are running on electricity, they're using electricity to create a wormhole. And so you kind of like engineer it backwards. You know what I'm saying? And I think, so I'm thinking here, like I said earlier, nothing travels faster than the speed of light in the visible universe, because the universe basically operates at the speed of light. But I think on a quantum level, that's where the exception is. And I think atoms can travel, electrons can travel faster than the speed of light if they're encouraged to, if they're manipulated. And I think at that point, when you have energy traveling faster than the speed of light, it's going to somewhat be catastrophic with the space-time continuum, and a wormhole is going to collapse. Something like an inner implosion, you would call it. Creates a vacuum, and the ship will get pulled into, or will fall into space-time. So that's all I know for now. I do want to, on this picture here, this is, I already showed this is Shiepe in Florida. So exceptional that I had to revisit it again. This is something else, whatever this is. This is, again, I don't think this is a small UFO. I think this is like a pilot ship, 30, 40, 50 feet in diameter. So Shiepe, thank you very much. Remember, anyone can record this. This is a lot easier than than you may be assuming it's hard, and it's not. With today's technology, cell phones are doing all the hard work. So it's a lot easier. All right, let's go to the next video. I just want to put this out here. Somebody sent me a link to this, and this gentleman was just outside. He heard like a swarm of insects, flies, June bugs, he's not sure. And one of them hit a tree and fell. He picked it up, and so it appears to be some type of small mechanical flying, I guess you could call it a drone. So for what it's worth, go to this guy's TikTok channel, check it out. It is kind of interesting. I just want to keep you updated with the newest and latest. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, here's a screenshot of Latchkey Hustle. John, thank you very much for this outstanding research. These UFOs, fast movers, they're all over at least his roof. And he got some close-up pictures, and this is just very common. This is what a close-up dragon looks like. And frankly, I think it's going to be really hard to try to get a better, clearer picture without really some sophisticated new hardware. We're talking like 16K at 1,000 frames. That's what it's going to take. But until then, it's going to be somewhat blurry. And you got to keep in mind, if there's a magnetic field around these small UFOs, light photons are not going to ricochet like it would off your car. They're just not. So you could expect it to be fuzzy. And that's what we're seeing. So please check out his channel. He's doing some really good videos. And for what it's worth, he's right under the runway. The runway to LAX starts about where Palm Springs is. It starts 120 miles out. So it flies over his roof. It flies over East LA, the Brown Dwarf. Sorry about that. And then it just flies over right where I'm at, where LAX is. So my point is, I mean, there's three of us, and we're from where I am until where John is like 35 miles. So these dragons are everywhere. The point is they're everywhere. It's very repeatable. And if we ever put together a crew, we coordinate this thing, absolutely. We'll be recording the same thing in the sky by 3 or 4, we even get 10 people 2 miles apart from one another all over Los Angeles, or just pick any city for that matter. It really is that easy. Record airplanes, helicopters, landscape, zoom in a little bit, look for a small flying dark bullet. It'll be very fast. Your camera will see it. All right, let's go to the next. Here we go. Look at this video from Canada. I believe it's Rodney. Thank you very much. Look at this. Now it's going to fly behind the pole. Look at that. Right behind the light. I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to enlarge the picture. There it is. There's the IP. There's the timeline. Please check it out. Show him some love and respect because he's doing the research. Look at this thing. This fast mover. That is clearly, obviously, not a bug in front of the camera. It is behind the light, and it is moving at lightning speed. And this is consistent. This is consistent all over the world. These fast movers. I call them dragons because 7 years ago I was certain they were dragonflies because they had to be an insect. What else could they have been, right? But what really gave it away was, of course, was the 15,000 military sorties, Marina del Rey. And I figure, you know, the military's been here 15,000 times. They're not joyriding. They're working. And you put one and one together. When they fly up, these things fly up to the helicopters. So when the Army comes in, these things fly up to the Army choppers. Very predictable. Easily predict. That's why I have 4,000 videos. Just 1 and 1 is 2. Cause and effect. Super. Again, anyone could do this. Record helicopters, airplanes. You can kind of record empty skies. I mean, a lot of you are recording some empty, and you're hitting it out of the park also. So this is a new science. I don't claim to understand everything. I'm trying to stay ahead of it. But so send in some video and I'll share it with the rest of the world. Okay, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, custodianfile@gmail if you have a UFO video. All right, let's go to the next. Super, here's a screenshot Skinwalker. A UFO, obviously. Right there, you see the plasma jets, propulsion. I think right there in the middle is a choke point. I think that's what's creating the warp drive. So it's poor resolution, but basically a little bit of imagination. You can see it's like a barbell format, and of course the plasma jets. That's, for me, that's how you really know how that these UFOs are real. When you see a real propulsion, just like when you see a rocket launch. If you didn't see engines on a rocket launch, I don't know if I believe it was a real rocket launch. And so this is the propulsion, as far as they're concerned. It's all electricity, high voltage. Very impressive. I definitely like to learn more about that. And it's going to happen. We keep watching videos and we keep talking to each other. We're going to figure this out. I've always said that. I know we're going to figure this out. It doesn't matter. They're 1,000, 5,000 years ahead of us. It does not matter. We're going to figure it out. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, super here. I want to address something slightly a little different here. There's a small number of people that really think that these dragons are demonic, and maybe I support that. And so let me give you a little bit about my background. As a pharmacist, some of my people I took care of was these sisters, like a dozen sisters. I supported them, and they took care of children's orphanage in the Philippines. But nevertheless, not doing that really for bragging, but I invited them over, and they came over to my house, and I showed them what was going on. They were very interested. So my point is, I don't think these are demonic. I don't live in that orbit. I don't associate with that. I associate with high orbit people, you might say. And for what it's worth, check this out. This is amazing. So when I invite the sister over to my house, she tells me, hey, I have a nephew